This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on FingerLakes1.com is brought to you thanks to the support of Generations Bank, Bill Cram Chevrolet, Little John Orthodontic, Marshall Exteriors, It's a Wonderful Run 5K, Ticino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, Finger Lakes Partner Insurance, Brad Van Dusen Photography, Penny's Place Family Restaurant, Stever's Garage, The Omen Theater, Red's Place, Wilson Press, Connor's Diner, the Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings, the Downtown Deli, and FingerLakes1.com digital marketing.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome live inside Newark High School, Newark, New York, where tonight a couple of sectional champions face off as we begin the road to Binghamton here on FingerLakes1.com. I'm Jim Sinicropi, sitting high above midcourt with Kevin Korzeniewski for FingerLakes1.com. And Korzy, like I said, we got a couple of sectional champs facing off. The Lyons Lions, Class C2 champs. C.G. Finney, Class C1 champs. They're playing for the right to advance to the next round back at the Blue Cross Wednesday night against the C3 champ, Caledonia-Mumford. And we've been talking all year since we saw C.G. Finney was in Class C with Lions that this was a potential matchup, and here we go.
Yeah, I don't think it's to anyone's surprise that it's Lions-Finney at this point in the season. Remember, Caledonia-Mumford is still in the mix, but really the two cream of the crop teams all year have been Finney and Lions. Not that Caledonia can't beat the winner of this game, but this has been the marquee matchup that we've wanted. That's what we've waited for. As far as small school basketball goes in New York State, it doesn't get any better than this, Jim. You got some great small school talent with Justice Smith and Keegan O'Kerr. It's just two dynamic players and some good role players on both teams. I don't know what's better.
And the atmosphere here is outstanding. There's a line, heading way out the door. The gymnasium's full right now, but they're still letting people in. It's the type of game. Well, first of all, it's the only boys basketball game in Section 5 tonight.
Yep. First of all, it's 8 miles down the road from Lions.
Which is crazy, right?
You don't see much green here.
Yeah.
And you don't see a lot of green where you go with Finney, the private school. They don't travel real well. We hosted them last year in Minders. They don't bring crowds, so I'm not sure if Coach Marchand was upset with the location or not. But, for once, as a public school coach, we get a break. So Good for Lions.
Yeah, Coach Marchand actually said we'll play him anywhere. He doesn't really get too concerned with that kind of stuff. And so, Lions won the sectional title on Friday night, defeating, I called the game. I called so many games. Yeah, Red Jacket by 14. And a lot of people said, geez, man, they did not look that impressive beating the second place team in the Finger Lakes West by 14. Credit to Red Jacket. They played great. But Lions is going to have to play a better game tonight than they did back at the Blue Cross on Friday night.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think you can look at it like it's a Division I or NBA game. You come out and say, well, they didn't look that impressive. It's high school basketball. It's a bit of a trap game. And the Lions, knowing that was their goal, they're going into play at Finger Lakes West School in Red Jacket. I think Lions will be ready for the test tonight. I don't worry too much about what happened from game to game in high school with kids. The bottom line is, with a guy like Justice Smith, you can just keep it within a couple points at this point in the season. He probably is good enough to carry you in most of the games he has left.
30 points, 16 rebounds, 7 assists, 6 steals, and 2 blocks against Red Jacket to go along with 6 turnovers. So can expect to see more of the same. Lions offense is going to run through him and his brother Justin Smith. Now, we're going to refer to him as Tootie a lot tonight because Justice and Justin sound a lot alike. His nickname's Tootie. A lot of people call him Tootie. And he had 19 points at the Blue Cross on Friday night, too. And he's just a sophomore. Justice has more size, a little more smooth, but Justin might be the superior athlete.
Yeah, Tootie's an exceptional athlete. Off the ground really quick. He's fast. Great number 2 compliment to Justice. I think that's the key to the game for Lions. When you talk about 16 rebounds for Justice Smith, Finney has trouble guarding size. And if you look through their schedule the last couple of years, the bigger teams that they've gone against with skill and talent, they've struggled with. So I'm interested to see how Finney attacks it, how Finney tries to keep Lions off the blocks and off the paint. And I know Coach Marchand just does a great job with that stuff, so I'm really excited about the coaching matchups as well. You know, you got first-year guy, Coach Dean Schott, that's been around basketball his whole life. His father was an exceptional coach. Dean's turned into a great coach, and on the other side, great coaching staff as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's pretty much a dream matchup here. It's why we love to cover high school basketball on FingerLakes1.com. We're glad you're settling in for us tonight on a Monday night. It's cold outside. Hope you're nice and warm wherever you are. We are at midcourt, high above the center stripe here at Newark High School. Again, Newark just about a stone's throw down the road on Route 31 from Lyons High School. The last time Lyons played on this court was 4 or 5 years ago when the Lyons and Newark met for the first time in 46 years. It's kind of an oddity to actually see Lyons here in Newark's gymnasium, but I like the way it looks.
They look good in here, Jim. They got the maroon on. There's a lot of actually local Newark people. As I was walking in and I looked through the crowd, there's a lot of local Newark basketball fans here, you know, parents of kids that play. And, I think the Newark fans will probably be rooting for, you know, the home team Lions tonight.
And one other wrinkle to tonight's game that we haven't touched on yet is we mentioned O'Kerr being probably the number one option, but not too far behind is an 8th grader, Marcus Robinson, who had a nice game of his own at the Blue Cross. He's averaging 22.6 points a game. And again, he's an 8th grade. Doesn't look like an 8th grader. Looks more like an upperclassman.
Looks like an upperclassman. He looks like a freshman in college.
Yeah, you're right.
He's bigger and stronger and taller than any guard that we carried at Minders this year as an 8th grader.
Yeah, he's a phenomenal talent. So there's tons of talent on this court. And even some of the role players for C.G. Finney might be top players on other teams. Guys like Josh Taylor, he's 6'2". Xavier Smith is 6'1", really tough rebounder, gritty guy. Caleb Anger, another senior on this club at 6'2", left-handed three-point shooter, also just an all-around fantastic basketball player. Against Marcus Whitman on Friday night, he had 9 points and 9 rebounds and 3 assists. So then you go back to Lyons, and David Weaver in his senior campaign, one of the better three-point shooters in the Wayne County League. Benji Kemp at full strength after missing some time earlier this year with a football injury. He's an outstanding rebounder, probably going to shoulder a ton more scoring load next year after Justice graduates. Aaron Romero, a senior guard who's really stepped up and become one of the best rebounders on the team despite his wiry frame. And Horace Betts and Amir James, a couple of sophomores who are going to see a lot of time tonight as well.
Yeah, with both these teams, you don't have, 2 and 3 losses throughout the season with just one guy. We're going to talk a lot about O'Kerr and Smith tonight, but they both have role players, and all these kids are ready for big moments like this. And who probably gets a little bit more supporting role tonight is probably the team that moves on. So you can look at the number ones and then maybe even the number twos in Jackson and Tootie. Then what happens after that?
Right.
Can Weaver have a big game? You look over, can Smith have a big game? So you kind of look at who else is going to step up for these guys, because Jim, there's going to be points on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and we could see the century mark for both teams tonight. They both like to get up and down and full court press. I'm going to have trouble calling this game, I think, play-by-play tonight, because the action might never stop. And we have about 5 minutes, 30 seconds left here on the pregame clock here at Newark. As I mentioned, this gym is filling right up. Over to our right, we have some general interest fans, actually a lot of Newark fans. To our left here at our broadcast table is the C.G. Finney section. That's filled up pretty good. Across the way, that's where you're going to find most of the Lions fans, I think. A lot of Lions maroon and gray over there. Lions students to our right, directly across from the Lions bench on the opposite side of this big gymnasium. Recently they redid their floor. Their gym floor, there's a big block N in the middle, split diagonally, one half silver, the other half maroon. The foul lanes are filled solid with maroon, and a maroon sideline and baseline with the word Newark stenciled in along both baselines. And on the foul line extended on opposite sides, home of the Reds. And I was so excited when I found out this game was going to be played here. Usually we're heading, somewhere like
west of Rochester.
West, because out here we're the easternmost portion of Section 5. And we don't make any bones about it. We're rooting for Newark tonight here at FingerLakes1.com. But I certainly have a ton of respect for the CG Finney team. And
I have to stop you just to say, that's how much maroon is in the gym tonight that you just said we're rooting for Newark.
Oh, that's right.
But I get the same vibe as you talk. It's like I feel like I'm at a Newark game with all the maroon in here, and it's pretty cool.
We also harp a lot on the private-public stuff on Finger Lakes 1. And I always like to point out that, yes, CG Finney is a private school, and it was disappointing for them to beat Gananda in the semis and then Marcus Whitman in the finals, especially after those two teams both lost to North Star Christian last year, another private school that's since moved up to A2. But these kids for Finney don't have any control over where they get placed. They're going to play where they get placed, and they're a team that plays hard, plays with a lot of heart, extremely well coached, and this should be the game of the year in high school basketball thus far.
Yeah, that private-public we debate, and everybody does through Section 5, but tonight's not the night to do it. I don't love it. I don't like watching a team like Finney be assembled, beating a team like Marcus Whitman and Greg O'Connor in the finals, of the C bracket, where, they're not out. They can't bring in another kid. They can't, add a Marcus Robinson. So we're going to let it go with that, I think, and just enjoy the basketball game for what it is, which is two great teams battling for a spot to advance.
That sounds good to me. This special presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes postseason high school basketball is brought to you by Marquee Exhibits, your nationwide custom rental trade show booth solution provider. Marquee Exhibits handles all of your trade show and special event needs, including booth design, custom build, custom rental, graphic design, setup, teardown, shipping, and logistics. With offices in Las Vegas, Chicago, Washington, D.C., and New York, Marquee Exhibits is everywhere you need to be to coordinate your next trade show or special event. Visit www.marqueeexhibits.com. That's www.marqueexhibits.com, or call Joe Hogato today at 585-370-6649. That's 585-370-6649 for a no-cost, no-obligation trade show review today. And leave your mark. Now, Lions is no stranger to sectional titles. They just won the school's 19th on Friday night at the Blue Cross. They go back to their first was in 1952. Recently, they won in 2019. Zach Young won championships in 2018, 2015, and 2013. And C.G. Finney, even though the school was just founded in 1992, has 8 sectional titles. This year, of course, 2017, 16, 13, 11, 9, 7, and 6. All Class D, D2, or Double D, except for this year when they were moved up to C. Also 2 state titles in 2006, 2007.
So if my math's right, 1 out of every 3 years, Finney wins a sectional title.
Yeah, well, 3 out of the last 4 even. Yeah.
So since about 92 they started, about 25 years, 26 years, and you said they won 8 sectional titles.
Yep.
So maybe it's not the last time I'll bring up the private portion of it.
Lions also a couple of state championships. In 1980, they were Class C state champs under Rod Berkey. In 1989, Class C state champs under Dean Schott Sr. 5 New York State Final Four appearances. The last was in 2015 under head coach Zach Young. And now the pregame clock is off. Teams are huddling. We'll probably get some pregame announcements. But, Korzy, first, we need to do our Marshall's Exteriors keys to the game. Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallexteriorsny.com. And let's do it from the Lions' perspective. What's Lions have to do to get to the back to the Blue Cross on Wednesday night?
Well, I think the first thing they're going to do is slow down Keegan O'Kerr. And that doesn't mean just hold him to under 20 points or 18 points. They're going to have to not let him get into the paint and then kick it out for threes to his teammates, because he's very unselfish. He does a great job of that. So that's, I think, Lions' first key. I think their second key is not to settle on the three. Now, if they're hot, they can live with it. If the guys are shooting well, go ahead. But I think this is a game, and I think going down the stretch here for Lions, they're really going to have to try to attack the glass and find ways to score within the 2 blocks. And obviously Justice is capable of doing that, and other guys on the team as well. So I think they have to try to start making the focus to do that as well. they do those two things, I think they get out of here with a win.
I think foul trouble for both the big guys, Okur and Smith, could be a big part. Justice has a tendency to get in foul trouble early. He usually does a good job after that of managing it, but they're going to need him tonight for all 36 minutes of this one. And I want to thank Newark's High School Athletic Director Chris Corey again for the outstanding accommodations. This is certainly one of the easier places for us to do a game from, which was another reason I was excited to hear that this game was going to be played right here in Newark.
Well, it's a little late for it now, but I'd like to talk to Chris or maybe Henry Caparis and say, let's clean these nets up a little bit. We got a couple frayed strings hanging down in a big-time game here. Get some scissors up there, will you?
That's true. Trim them up.
Yep.
And I've been on Chris Corey all winter about setting up a Lions in Newark annual game.
Yeah.
And so it was funny when Lions got placed here. I said, well, Lions are going to play here after all, just not against Newark.
No, he does a great job. Henry Caparis as well. I'm just taking a shot up here, teasing him, but they're doing a great job tonight. The place is packed. They got their hands full.
Referees for tonight's ball game: Brett Harrison, Corey Lamberton, and Brian Polybank. That's a pretty good crew. Brett Harrison, one of my favorites.
Yeah, I think Brett and Brian are two of the top and on board 60, and Corey's pretty good too. So hopefully they just ref, let kids play, call the fouls that are fouls, and they don't get involved. And usually with these three guys, that's all they want. They want a clean called game, stay out of the spotlight, and they'll do a good job with it.
So starting lineups being announced now for both teams. For the Lyons Lions, it's Justice Smith, 6'5" senior guard, potentially playing his last game in a Lions uniform. 4-year varsity guy, 2 sectional titles, all Greater Rochester last year. Pretty sure he'll be all Greater Rochester this year, potentially player of the year. Also for Lions, David Weaver, a 6'2" senior guard. Justin Tootie Smith, 6'3" sophomore guard. Benji Kemp, 6'2" forward center. He's a junior. And another sophomore, Horace Betts, the fourth, at 6'1". For the CG Finney Falcons, Marcus Robinson at 6 foot even. He's an 8th grader. Josh Taylor, a senior at 6'2". Xavier Smith, another senior, 5th-year senior at 6 foot. Caleb Anger, a senior at 6'2". Keegan Okur, a 5'10" point guard. And we're getting ready for the national anthem, which means we're going to step aside for 60 seconds. When we come back, it'll be time for basketball here. Lions and CG Finney coming up next on FingerLakes1.com.
The newest way to save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Welcome back live inside Newark High School, just moments away from the tip of CG Finney and Lions. The winner moves on to this would, I guess you'd call this the Class C play-down game. Wednesday would be the Class C state play-in game, with the winner against Cal Mum and the Blue Cross going to the Far West Regional at Greece Athena on Saturday, where they'll face Section 6's representative in Class C. Both teams are on the court. Lions in their road maroons, white lettering, C.G. Finney in their home whites with green trim. They look a little bit like Oregon's uniforms if you ever checked out Oregon in college. Falcons across the front in green. Referee Brett Harrison at midcourt. It's Justice Smith jumping against Josh Taylor. Ball's in the air, and Smith easily wins that tip. Back to David Weaver, gets it back to Smith, and now Smith hands it off to Betts. Here comes Horace Betts. Out to the wing to Weaver, into the corner to Benji Kemp. Down to the block to Justice. Justice, one dribble. He's caught underneath the basket, but muscles his way up and in for two.
There it is. Lions making it a point to try and get Justice the ball on the block. I think that's a great coaching move by Coach Schott to set that early.
No problem with Lions pressure for Keegan O'Kerr, and he goes right side of the rim and makes a difficult shot over the right side. 2-2. Here comes Weaver out top to Betts. Betts drives and travels.
Looks like Finney's opened up in a triangle and two, Jim, on the Smith brothers.
The Smith brothers anti-Smith brother defense. Here comes the 8th grader, Marcus Robinson, to the foul line, pulls up, stops, pops, back iron, no good. Rebound tap from Kemp to Betts. Here comes Horace Betts down the middle of the court.
Got away with a double dribble there.
And Weaver handing it off to Tootie Smith. Tootie looks to take it to the hole. Now outside to Betts, up top to Weaver. Weaver one dribble foul line. Into the corner for Benji Kemp. Tries a jump shot, no good. And Anger pulls down the rebound, gets it to Keegan O'Kerr. Here comes Finney, moving from our left to right. Deep three on the way from O'Kerr. Too strong, no good. Rebound Kemp into the hands of Justice. Here comes Smith down the right side. Drives baseline by the 8th grader, hangs and finishes. He makes it look so easy, Corsi.
He does, and they can't stay with him inside the paint there. They're going to have a hard time guarding him, but O'Kerr just got a great look too.
Now O'Kerr tried to drive by Tootie Smith and got by him. Tootie reached. First foul of the ball game whistled on the sophomore.
Yeah, he's got to sit on Marcus Robinson's right hand and make him go left. Marcus just made a quick hesitation, went right. Tootie reached in for the easy foul call. And, sit on that right hand, make the 8th grader go left.
So now O'Kerr sets things up. He's guarded man-to-man by David Weaver. He tries to drive by Weaver. Weaver stays with him, kicks it right side to Marcus Robinson. He drives into the paint, lets a shot go. That's no good. Rebounded by Xavier Smith. Out to Caleb Anger. 3-ball good.
That's where Finney will kill you. Offensive rebound. They're going to look right out to the three-pointers all the time.
5-4 Finney early. Now Weaver kicks it out to Betts, gets it top of the key, wide open, 3-ball on the way, it's way off. Long rebound, tracked down by Keegan O'Kerr, he's ahead of the pack. Left-handed layup, too strong, he was bothered by Weaver, rebounded by Tootie Smith, up ahead to Benji Kemp, and Kemp lays it in! Bucket goes to the foul!
That was a great pass ahead, and an excellent finish by Benji Kemp, drawing the foul. These guys are getting up and down fast, Jim, just like we expected. Here it is, 2 minutes in, and 6-5. With Kemp going the line to try to crease the lead to 7-5.
So it looks like that foul is going to go on Josh Taylor, his first.
These guys are going to have to step up, these role players for Lions in that triangle and two. They don't look comfortable right now. Got away with a travel and a double dribble, I believe, early. They just got to step up and make the open shots.
Kemp knocks down the free throw, 7-6, Lions leads, 5:39 to go first period. Jim Sinicropi, Kevin Korzeniewski, Newark High School for Finger Lakes 1.com. Glad you could be with us. Marcus Robinson sets things up, top of the key. Dribbles left side, takes a deep three from the hash mark, no good. Rebounded by Justice. Justice goes behind his back, passes up to his brother Tootie. Here comes Tootie Smith into the lane, hangs. In and out, a little floater, but rebounded by Justice. He misses a putback, misses another putback. There's 4 C.G. Finney Falcons around him. This time he's fouled.
He reminds me of Darren Miller right now, our star, center. There's just not a kid out there that can stay with Justin inside. He grabbed 2 offensive rebounds real easy. He missed the putbacks he's not going to miss, but he actually worked out well because he drew the foul. Now he's going to the foul line. Marcus Robinson on the other end is not afraid of the moment. He hasn't made anything, but he's pulled up from deep. He's pulled up from the foul line. Justice makes the first. And we'll see how it goes. If he keeps shooting like that and continues to shoot bad, I think that plays in Lions' favor. But they got to get near him. He's been open.
C.G. Finney foul goes to Xavier Smith. His first 2 team fouls on C.G. Finney. Second free throw on the way and down for Justice Smith. He has 6 points early here. 9-5 Lions leads. 5 minutes to go here. First quarter. The 8th grader with the basketball now. Finds his way down the middle of the Lions defense. He's stripped by Justice Smith. Lions has numbers. Smith
Lost it.
He was going to his left. David Weaver was spotting up for three, and Smith just lost it out of bounds back to C.G. Finney. Three-quarter court pressure here from the Lions. Actually, it's just David Weaver picking up man-to-man now at about mid-court. Okur tries to go by him. He goes straight to the rim and hangs, and boy, a lot of contact, no foul. Here comes Benji Kemp the other way. He kind of stumbles, ball goes out of bounds, and it'll stay with Lions.
Yeah, I thought Okur got hit pretty hard on that. Corey Lambertson missed it on the baseline. From here, I mean, we got a great viewpoint, but.
And now Justice again on the block, threw it down to Benji Kemp, but not before he traveled.
Coach Schott doesn't like it, but Harrison's got him on the travel. I agree with the call. Took a step, and then he took a jump stop. It's three steps travel.
Keegan Okur now walks it up. Lions still in that man-to-man defense. Justice on Caleb Anger. He's a little slow getting out. Anger tried the three. It was no good. Ball went into Horace Betts, hands it out, and then Xavier Smith tried to save it, but it's out of bounds on the baseline to Lions. Got full court pressure now by the Falcons. As they kind of back off, and Horace Betts gets it to David Weaver. Open for three on the wing. And he knocks it down. 12-5.
That's big for Weaver's confidence, knocking the first three down. He could have a huge night with this triangle and two.
Anger tries to answer top of the key. Yes!
Smooth. Very smooth shooter Anger is.
2 threes for Caleb Anger. He's got 6 of the 8 points for Finney. Now Weaver tries again from the corner. Mark it down!
Weaver gets hot, buddy. Watch out.
And now Okur from the top of the key. Long three off the back area. No good. Rebounded to Tootie Smith. Smith into the paint. Hangs. He's fouled. No, he traveled. Made the shot after the steps. It's 15-8. Lions lead. 3:40 here to go. 2 3-pointers from David Weaver. 6 points from Justice Smith. And on the other end, Caleb Anger with a couple of threes. But it's a 7-point lead for the Lions. Here comes Keegan Okur working off a pick from Smith. Real pick and roll. Pass goes through Smith's hands and out of bounds. And the Lions students are loving it as Justice tries to get him going.
You know, Vert came over during the national anthem and said, what a home court advantage for Lions. And it really is. It's great atmosphere for the Lions.
Now Tootie Smith finds Weaver again in the corner. Back iron no good. Rebounded by Okur. He looks up, but there's nothing there, so he dribbles it. Passes it up. Caleb Anger wide open for three again. Rolls off. Rebounded by Taylor, and we got a jump ball.
And that's what Lions can't give up, Jim, with this undersized Finney team. They can't give up those offensive rebounds to a 6-foot kid inside. They got to clear the glass on the defensive end.
Well, Kerr went right by 3 Lions, and Anger had an open shot, and then there was more rebounders for Finney than there was Lions. They got to get back. Here comes the 8th grader, Marcus Robinson. He goes by Tootie Smith. He's fouled and throws one up over the front of the rim, but it rolls off.
And that's Tootie's second. You know, Coach Schott just told him. Tootie says, I'm good, Coach. But something to keep an eye on if they're going to stay in that man-to-man. This Robinson kid is about to go to the line, probably get his first point of the night. This is my first time seeing him live. This kid's the real deal. You know, if you get a chance to see this kid play next year, get out, because he'll probably end up in a prep school somewhere. I mean, the kid's
that's what they're saying.
Quick, he's ripped, he's jacked, and he's in 8th grade. He's got to grow more.
Second free throw short, 1 of 2. Got his own rebound, though, and gets it to go. So that's a 3-point possession for the Falcons. 15-11, Lions leads with 2:48 to go. Now Justice Smith brings it up against Josh Taylor. Taylor reaches, Smith goes by him. He's at the 3-point line, kicks it over to Horace Betts, finds Weaver in the corner. Weaver a couple dribbles, turns it over. Here comes Keegan Okur the other way. Only Betts is back. He hangs and finishes. 4 points for Okur. Lead down to 2 now. Tootie Smith goes straight to the hole, and he's hacked by Caleb Anger. It'll be the first on Anger, and we got more free throws coming. Give me a chance to tell you about Finger Lakes Partners Insurance for your life, home, auto, and future. Locations in Geneva, Victor, and Waterloo. Get a free quote online at fingerlakesinsurance.com. And the Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Check out their menu at sfdowntowndeli.com. As we have substitutions, David Weaver, Horace Betts check out, Aaron Romero, and Amir James check in. And you won't see Finney sub much. As a matter of fact, one of their first guys off the bench is Tootie, misses both free throws, but saved by Benji, kept into the hands of Caleb Anger. Tremel Hale is out with an ankle injury, hurt in practice yesterday. And Marcus Robinson, strong to the basket on the left-hand side, finishes with a kiss, and he's fouled.
He's tough. He just exploded, kind of walked the ball down, got it back on a reversal pass and said, I'm going to the basket. And he got to the basket easy, which concerns me for the Lyons Lions tonight.
And now for the first lead of the game, Robinson converts. 16-15, Finney leads, 2:13 to go.
Travel.
And we got another Lions turnover, that foul.
Outside of, go ahead. On the
I was
foul.
just saying that was Benji Kemp picking up his first foul last time down.
Outside of Weaver and the 2 for 3 from the arc, the other kids are struggling the triangle and 2. They're really looking for the Smith brothers, instead of pulling up themselves.
Speaking of pulling up, O'Kerr pulls up, wide open from about 7 feet, misses it. Justice Smith got the rebound, and he was fouled by Xavier Smith, so that'll be 2 fouls on Xavier Smith.
And that's huge because Xavier Smith plays a big part of this Finney team. He doesn't always fill it up as much as the other 2-3 kids, but he's a defender, he's a rebounder, and he can knock it down as well.
Right now he's guarding Tootie Smith as Aaron Romero gets it to Justice. Justice drives right side, hangs a little finger roll in and out. That was halfway down. Rebound out to Amir James. Tried to bounce past baseline to Romero, but it was picked off by Anger. Gives it up to O'Kerr. Right in front of us at midcourt comes O'Kerr, and he double dribbled, traveled. It's a little out of control, but he's got speed, man.
It was just an ugly play, not sure what the call is. He had a great game against us down in Minders last year. Met his ma, great lady, just a nice family, good kid. Hard kid to root against.
And now Tootie Smith up to Romero into the corner for Amir James. Too hard for 3. Rebounded by Aaron Romero now. He turns and tries to drive, gives it up to Kemp, goes baseline, off the glass in front, and he's fouled. Lions takes the lead back, and Benji Kemp will go to the free throw line. He has 5 points, going to try to make it 6, 17-16 with 1:20 to go in the first quarter.
I love how the game's being officiated, Jim. Sometimes you come to these games and it's sectionals and the officials want to let kids play and not call the contact. These 3 guys have been on it most of the night, calling the fouls, which, you're going to have to watch going down. It's only the first quarter. We've got some kids with 2 fouls.
Kemp misses the rebound, but Justice is there to put it back up, but he misses, gets his own rebound again and puts it in. So there's nobody really out there on the court that can rebound at the rim with Justice. 19-16, Lions leads. And now O'Kerr left open for the 3 in front of the Lions bench. He knocks it down.
Well, it's got to be in the game plan that Tootie's got to be denying they're up on him. Tootie's standing inside the arc on one of the best shooters in Section 5.
And now Tootie drives to the basket. Brett Harrison had him for a travel. Could have been his 3rd foul. Could have been an offensive foul.
If he doesn't get that travel call, he gets a charge call. And that's 3 in the first quarter.
So David Weaver checks in for Benji Kemp. Tootie Smith stays in with those 2 fouls.
Horace Best just ran out on the court like it was an AAU game or a hockey game.
Now
so
he
checked in. Stop
in.
And play. They're checking in for Tootie.
Yeah, Tootie does take a seat with those 2 fouls. 52 seconds to go. We're all tied up at 19 here in Newark. It's overflowing in this gymnasium. And now O'Kerr over to Anger. 3 with Justice in his face. Goes over the top of the backboard but doesn't hit the support. Rebounded by Lions. Here comes Aaron Romero. About 5-second differential between the shot and game clock, but that doesn't matter as Amir James takes it right to the hole and misses. Rebounded by Robinson.
26 seconds on the clock. Let's see if Finney's going to hold it for 1 here. Lions in the man-to-man. Finney spread out as you can get. They have spread the court and just looking probably for O'Kerr to take Weaver off the dribble here.
12 seconds. Occurs at midcourt in the upper half of that block end for Newark. He's double teamed. He throws it way up to Robinson. Now Robinson takes it into the lane. Right-handed layup, rims off, but he's fouled. Looks like they might have Horace Betts. Yep, they got Betts with his first foul.
I don't like the trap there on Lions. They actually ran Marcus Robinson guy off him, jumped O'Kerr out at half court. O'Kerr made a pass. Robinson went up and caught it. Just a better athlete than that wide open path and a foul to the basket.
Lucky it wasn't a 3-point play. Instead, 2 free throws coming. The first one is down.
But I think you can run off Finney. You want to run off Smith. You don't want to run off Anger and Robinson, though.
Nope.
But You don't want to leave those guys open.
Those are the 3 leading scorers for the Falcons, and now with 3.8 seconds left, second free throw is in. So here comes Lions now. Not much time. It's to Justice Smith. 2 seconds. He's at half court. Pulls up from deep. It's well short. And after 1 quarter of play here in Newark, New York, your score: CG Finney 21, Lions 19. You're listening to the Section 5 Class C State Playdown game on FingerLakes1.com. You're going to want to keep it right here.
Save money is also the easiest way to save money. With the new My Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rod Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cram-tastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
great move. I think that's a good move by Coach John. Doesn't want anybody to get out of foul.
And Go Preferred checking accounts with MyGen Perks. Visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Little John Orthodontics are proud to support our area high school athletes. Visit them online at littlejohnortho.com.
This live presentation of Wayne Finger Lakes High School basketball on fingerlakes1.com is made possible thanks to the support from Marshall Exteriors. Are you looking for a contractor to give you a new roof, siding, windows, or other exterior home project? Marshall Exteriors is your one-stop source for all of your home's exterior needs. Check out their website at marshallsexteriorsny.com, but don't forget they finish basements too. While you're talking with them, ask about their new Everlast Garage. This thing is amazing. It's a Wonderful Run 5K. It's a winter run like no other through the streets of Seneca Falls, the town that inspired Frank Capra's holiday classic, It's a Wonderful Life. Learn more and register at itsawonderfulrun5k.com. Cicino's Pizzeria and Restaurant, celebrating 22 years in the Finger Lakes with locations at 22 Main Street in Waterloo, 40 Exchange Street in Geneva, and Del Lago Resort and Casino. Dine in, take out, delivery, catering, and banquets. Order online at cicinos.com. Live, laugh, and eat well. It's the Italian way. Brad Van Dusen Photography is a full-service photographer serving the Finger Lakes region, offering family, senior, and wedding portraits, also specializing in sports photos, collages, banners, and other keepsakes for your student-athlete. For more information, find Brad on Facebook or visit bradvandusenphotography.com or visit bvdsports.com. Penny's Place Family Restaurant, located on 5 and 20 in the Liberty Plaza between Seneca Falls and Waterloo. Well known for their large portions and home-cooked meals, a large selection of breakfast items, and everything from burgers, salads, and wraps for lunch. If you want a great meal while pinching a penny, come to Penny's Place. Jimmer's Auto offers a full inventory of late model cars, trucks, and minivans. Check out their full inventory online at jimmersauto.com. And for service, visit Stever's Garage on Fall Street in Seneca Falls. Jimmer's Auto and Stever's Garage, strong supporters of local high school athletes for over 40 years. The Omen Theater in Lyons, the most modern theater in the Finger Lakes, is also the oldest theater in the U.S. See what's playing at omentheater.com. Red's Place in downtown Seneca Falls, locally owned for 42 years and serving great lunches Monday through Friday from 11:30 to 2 p.m. Wednesday night is wing night with 60-cent wings in 10 different varieties. For over 65 years, the Wilson Press and Mail House has been serving Central New York as commercial printers with a full-service mail house specializing in offset and digital printing, graphic design services, full mail house services, marketing and advertising plans, and fundraising programs. Call them today at 315-568-9693 or visit them online at wpress.com. Connie's Diner on Main Street in Waterloo has the ambiance you will only find in a true diner. Let the Cardozola family serve your next breakfast, lunch, or dinner from their vast menu of time-tested favorites and original recipes. Visit them online at connieswaterloo.com. The Newark Pilots and Geneva Red Wings of the Perfect Game Collegiate Baseball League. Your major league connection with 7 players drafted last season. The Downtown Deli in Seneca Falls, where a half is like a whole. Giant deli sandwiches, subs, daily lunch specials, and homemade soups, chili, and mac and cheese that will warm up even the coldest winter day. Also, try their famous paninis or star sandwiches. Check them out online at sfdowntowndeli.com.
It's Big Truckin' Deals here at Bill Cram Chevrolet. Check out this cram-tastic inventory for big truckin' deals. Whatever truck you're looking for, we've got the inventory. Trucks for towing, trucks for family, trucks for work, and trucks for fun. Whatever you're into, we've got a big truckin' deal waiting for you. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. See all our truckin' deals at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Gen Perks mobile app from Generations Bank, you get access to thousands of local and national discounts on shopping, dining, travel, and so much more. The savings don't stop there. Generations Bank's Go Premium and Go Preferred checking accounts also include cell phone protection, roadside assistance, and 24/7 Tri-Bureau credit monitoring. Saving money is for everyone. Stop by any Generations office or visit mygenbank.com to open your account today. Member FDIC. Dr. Littlejohn, Dr. Barbie, and their outstanding orthodontic team share a common goal: to ensure the overall wellness of each of their patients through their exceptional orthodontic care. Dr. Rob Littlejohn and Dr. Liz Barbie are proud to support our area high school athletes. All roads lead to Bill Cram Chevrolet, Waterloo Thruway Exit 41, Highway 5 and 20 in Seneca Falls. Browse their full Cramtastic new and used vehicle inventory online at BillCramChevrolet.com.
Score quick. 52 seconds.